Welcome to Spiritual Inspirations, a podcast brought to you by Science of Spirituality and Sant Rajinder Singh Ji Maharaj, a world-renowned spiritual master who teaches SOS meditation on the inner light and sound of God. Thank you for subscribing, and please share this with others who seek to live spiritually rich and fulfilling lives. Meditation has valuable benefits to our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Sant Rajinder Singh Ji Maharaj provides practical tips and strategies for how we can improve our body, mind, and soul through meditation. Practiced by millions of people worldwide, SOS meditation is easy to learn and can transform your life. Find your goodness within through meditation by Sant Rajinder Singh Ji Maharaj. Instead of focusing on our imperfections and fears of what we lack in ourselves, Sant Rajinder Singh Ji Maharaj in this podcast inspires us to find the good within us. Through meditation, we can discover the perfection that exists within the spiritual core, our soul, within each of us.
Each and every one of us has everything that is needed for us to be perfect. And each and every one of us can partake of those treasures. We wonder if the spiritual treasures are only reserved for a few. We look back at history, we hear about great saints and enlightened beings, and we wonder if there is an opportunity for us today. We live in an age where there's so many distractions from the world outside. To us, they might be attractions. We live in an age where there's so much emphasis on materialistic gains that we wonder if spirituality can only be achieved when we go away from the environment in which we live. And then we look back and we look at the lives of the great saints and mystics, and we find that enlightenment came to those who were living in those times, in the cities and in the countries, without having to leave their places of residence. And so today, even though we might feel we're very developed, we might feel like there's so much drawing us into the world, while living in the environment in which we live, we definitely can go on the spiritual journey. This is a journey, the spiritual journey is a journey that transforms us. It's a journey that goes to the core of our being. It's a journey which helps us focus on our true self. And so when we start to think of ourselves as being one who are trying to search for the purpose of life, as we start to look at our connection with the Creator, as we start to go on the spiritual journey, let us not focus on what we think are our shortcomings. Let us focus on what is good in us. Now, when we look at ourselves, we think of ourselves as the human body. That human body has flaws. Many of us think maybe my nose should have been a little different, my chin should have been upright, my weight can be different than what it is, up or down, based on where you are. Maybe this feature could be different, maybe that feature could be different. All of us, when we look in the mirror, looking at what we see, and we say, maybe God should have made this and this and this that way, right? We should realize that this human body is just the frame. This is not the reality of our existence. In reality, what gives it power, what gives it life is our soul. That's just encased in this human body. And if we only look at the outer surface and don't get to the depths of who we are, we will never be able to fix things. So when we start to look at the soul, then the realization of the beauty of the soul will sink in. If all of our attention is on the body and nothing goes beyond that, then we always find flaws here, flaws there, flaws there. So we have no mechanism by which we can focus on our true self, our soul, then the goodness that is in our soul will never come out. As we connect with the divine power within, the imperfections slowly fade away. And you will see that as you start to sit and focus on yourself. So it's a question of sitting in silence, letting the inner divine energy unfold, experiencing that, and have that transform us as automatically. We don't have to do anything. What we have to do is to find the time to sit. To sit is what Sant Singh Ji Maharaj called an effortless effort. So when we sit to meditate, it's not like we're looking very strongly here or there. It just be relaxed. So meditation is a means of concentrating within without any stress or strain to us in a relaxed manner.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Spiritual Inspirations. To explore more about SOS meditation on the inner light and sound, visit our website at www.sos.org. Also, please visit Sant Rajinder Singh Ji Maharaj's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram pages for a schedule of his world tours and public programs at any of the over 3,000 Science of Spirituality centers around the world. Please feel free to share this podcast with a friend, and we'll see you in the next episode.